Today, we are going to talk about the studio habit observe. So to observe means to look closely with detective eyes, meaning look at all the lines and shapes and colors that you see that you might not see if you just look at it quickly. So slow down and look closely. So I have chosen a picture to look closely at. So before I start drawing, I'm going to imagine there's laser beams coming out of my eyes, and I'm going to imagine my eye laser beams tracing the lines of the hills that I see, because there are some hills here. I'm going to imagine my eyes tracing the trees that I see, because I see trees. I notice, because I'm looking so closely, I notice that the trees get smaller as they get farther away. I also notice there are mountains in the background that are kind of jagged. I also notice there's tiny little trees on the mountains. They're so tiny because they are so far away. There's also some clouds here. I notice that there are clouds behind here. And I'm not going to worry about the words. I'm just looking at the picture right now. Okay, I'm not going to worry about color yet either. I'm going to work on my drawing. So I'm going to observe and look closely as I draw this picture. Okay, so I know you can't see the whole picture over here, but know that I am looking very closely. And I notice that there is a hill that goes all the way across. So I'm going to draw that hill that I see. Then I notice, so I just drew this hill. Then I notice there's another hill right here behind that first one. So I'm going to draw that hill. Then I notice there's a small hill here. Okay. And I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, so I've got a few more hills that I see that I'm going to draw. Okay, I've got my hills drawn. Then I can start drawing some of these trees that I see. So there's a big tree right here. So I'm going to draw that big tree first. And they're kind of, if I look at them, they're kind of shaped like triangles. So I'm going to draw some triangle shapes here for my trees. So got my trees. Now I've got a mountain in the background, so I'm looking at the outline of the mountain. I'm going to draw that. Okay. Alright, so I've got all of my outlines. Now I'm going to start adding color. So I'm using some purple, and there's a little bit of red in there, and lots of greens. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to put some green in. Notice I have Kind of made my green a little patchy because the green is patchy here. And I've saved some room for my purple. Some pops of red that I see. So I'm going to add in some pops of red. Okay, I'm going to pause this video real quick and I'm going to work on this picture and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I just finished coloring my picture and here's what I have. So as you can see, it does look like a drawing. It doesn't look like a photograph, and it's not perfect, and that's okay. But the point is to just slow down, take your time, and try to notice all the details and get them onto your own paper, okay? And try to match the shapes, match the colors, and you'll end up with a really nice piece of art. So let's get going.